So it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Third and short yardage, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Fourth down, Winston. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mixon with a first down carry. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Now Burrow loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Cook. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, Washington. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Second down at 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They run it again with Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Winston. A quick one here, hauled in by Kamara. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second and 2. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I'm care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
To the air again, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, they run with Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Burrow will throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston, he'll rifle this one deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Burrow. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack the
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Kamara up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Winston. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. The slant complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Winston now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Kamara is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the 38, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff running left, Mixon. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Burrow. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 102 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off. But they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bengals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me. Greenfield's finest. Boss. Yeah. DJ Drama. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Side through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably fit the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, buy like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, blasphemy, don't.